Stoke-On-Trent wants to become the first city in the country to generate all of its own electricity. It involves fitting thousands of solar panels to homes there. A pilot project saw panels fitted at 50 houses. It's now hoped that a further 4,000 homes can be adapted over the next year. Laura May McMullen reports.
It's been described as a win-win-win situation for all parties. That's the power company, Stoke-On-Trent City Council and the tenants. It's estimated Linda Lovett from Blurton could save over £100 a year.
I've had a saving of £10 actually in 2 weeks on my electricity, which is a lot to me.
Energy company E.ON is hoping to fit up to 4,000 homes with solar panels in the next year. They say it's the biggest residential solar project in the country.
We'll be investing close to, if not over, £20 million in this project, so a very significant amount. These are very large projects, so a very significant amount of money needs to go into them.
The £20 million is expected to rake in big bonuses for E.ON. The government feed-in tariffs will pay them 41p for every kilowatt hour the panels generate. That's up to £500 per house per year, and over 25 years, if all goes to plan, that's a lot of profit.
It's part of a wider proposal to make Stoke-On-Trent the first city to come off the national grid and become totally energy self-sufficient. The aim is for companies like Michelin to share their surplus energy into one pot to power all the homes and businesses.
In the meantime, the council is getting hundreds of thousands of pounds a year from renting their roof spaces.
Wouldn't it have been better to invest initially alongside E.ON and then you could have benefited from the feed-in tariffs?
I think the financial problem we've got is that the council have not got a surplus amount of money, and I think this is ideal that we're working hand in hand at no cost to the council.
It could be a matter of years before the city becomes completely self-sufficient. In the short term though, up to 4,000 residents will be saving on their bills. Laura May McMullen, BBC Midlands Today, Stoke-On-Trent.
Well, our environment correspondent, David Gregory, is with me now. So, David, this sounds like it's going to save a lot of people a lot of money.
Yes, as Laura said, it's a win-win-win situation. So the council tenants get the energy, they get the electricity from the solar panels. That could be up to half the electricity they're using every year. So if you think energy bills are only going to go up, that's not a bad saving. The council get a revenue stream from renting the roofs out, but the big winner is E.ON, because although they're paying for these panels and the upkeep and the maintenance, they're locking in this feed-in tariff. They're going to get that subsidy. So they're going to get, what, hundreds of pounds for each house every single year.
Yes, I was going to say, who is paying for all this? But that is for the electricity company then?
Well, no, we're all paying for it, because this subsidy, this feed-in tariff, is coming from all the energy bills that we're paying. Now, Chris Hume is the Energy Secretary. He was here at the Lib Dem conference this week in Birmingham. He said in 10 years' time, a family's energy bill wouldn't be that much different because of this extra amount we're all paying. Now, he hasn't released the figures that's based on, so we can't really confirm that. But I think if you're a business, you'll already have noticed you're paying more for your electricity, and one of the reasons is that you're paying this extra subsidy that we're all getting for the feed-in tariff.
OK, so should we be thinking about switching to solar panels ourselves?
I think it's an interesting question. I think if I had any savings in the building society, you're probably not getting much interest on them. You could take them out and invest them in solar panels, and you'd lock in that feed-in tariff, that extra guaranteed return. And that's what a lot of people are doing. So there's this big dash for solar panels. The sad thing is, I think, that actually most of them are imported, and that here in the Midlands we don't actually manufacture any ourselves.
We don't do much sun either, do we, actually? But anyway, that's another story, isn't it? Thanks very much, David. Well, football now, and Shrewsbury Town lived the dream